Hello everyone, it's Enigma here, and welcome back to my first episode of Unpopular Gaming Opinions. This is a series where I am going to be talking about a subject each month, and I'm going to be talking about just an unpopular opinion of mine that a lot of people do not share with me. This is going to be a fun series, and I can't wait to start this first episode. And today's topic of today is a little game about a cat. Well, cats in general, and obviously the famous Mario Brothers. Obviously, I'm talking about Super Mario 3D World. This game f***ing sucks. Alright, now, I don't like this game. I hate it. I'm not a big fan of this game. This is some people might not think this is an unpopular opinion, but personally, I think this is a pretty unpopular opinion, because while this isn't people's favorite Mario game, I do see a lot of people that do praise this game and love this game a lot. I do not like this game, and as such, I don't think it's a popular opinion. I think it is a pretty unpopular opinion, because I do see a lot of people that do love this game, but I just do not love this game at all, and I have a lot of problems with this game that a lot of people do not share with me. I want to talk about the things I don't like, and I'm also going to be talking about later some things I do like, some redeeming factors in my opinion that saves it from, being god-awful. So yeah, I think Super Mario 3D World isn't really a good game. My first problem with this game is that it's just not a good 3D Mario game. It defeats the purpose of what a 3D Mario game is, in my opinion. 3D Mario games, when I think 3D, I think about roaming in a big area in a video game and, exploring new places and finding all sorts of secrets and just exploring this big open area. But Super Mario 3D World, despite 3D being in the name, is the exact opposite of a 3D game. Super Mario 3D World is linear. You go from point A to point B, and that is the opposite of 3D. Yeah, sure, it may look 3D, but really it feels like a 2D game, because you go from point A to point B, and that's just not open, and it's just not an open area. Now, and I just love and this is coming from a guy that thinks Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Odyssey are the best 3D Mario games, because that's the point of those games. You roam around in a big open area, and there's a lot to explore, and some fun secrets. Now, it's just so fun to just go in those games and just explore and see what you can find. Super Mario 3D World just does not have that, and I think that's a problem. If you're gonna say 3D in the name, you can't just have it like a linear game, because it defeats the purpose of what a 3D game actually is. And it's not, to me, it's just not good. It's just not a good idea. It's just, I'm not a big fan of 3D World. My second problem with this game is that it is an extremely easy game. I feel like it requires absolutely no skill. I have gotten through 3D World without dying many times. It is so easy. Like, even the special worlds isn't that hard if you try hard enough. The only real level that actually is challenging is Champions Road, but even that, I don't think it can be considered the hardest 3D Mario level. I think Super Mario Galaxy 2's Perfect Run and Super Mario Odyssey's final level more harder than Mario 3D World. Overall, Mario 3D World was just such an easy game. Yeah, sure, easy games can be a good thing because, it's easier for the casual audience and easier for kids, but the thing is that you should at least have some challenge. You know, some things that will really make you get up in your seat and really start playing. But if you're just going through 3D World like it's a cakewalk, then it's just a very boring experience, and it's just not fun to go through. That's why I prefer a lot of other Mario games that have challenge, because it's fun and it's just more fun and going through the levels, which is why I definitely loved Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Odyssey. Because, yeah, overall, I mean, those games do have some easy parts, but man, those games can be pretty difficult and make me want to pull my hair out. And that's just not what I feel with 3D World. It felt like a very easy game. In fact, I could even say 3D Land might have been a bit easier than a bit harder than 3D World. I thought 3D World was definitely the easiest out of the 3D Mario games, if I can even call it 3D. My third problem is the uninspiring worlds and locations. This game has your grass theme, sand theme, water theme, basically a lot of levels that you would see in a new Super Mario Bros. Game. The thing, and trust me, I'm definitely going to be comparing this game to the other 3D Mario games a lot, because I think what the other 3D Mario games did is a lot better than what 3D World has done, especially with their levels, because Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Odyssey do a lot more with, even the Galaxy games do a lot more than just, generic grassland, generic sandland, and, you know, just a bunch of boring stuff. You know, they have a lot of fun levels, you know, creative ideas, and overall, it's just a very fun time to go through. 3D World, on the other hand, it really just feels like I'm playing a 3D new Super Mario Bros. Game. That's honestly the best way I can describe it, especially when it comes to their worlds, because it's just so boring to just go through the worlds because there's nothing pleasing about it. It just feels like another new Super Mario Bros. Game, and that's just, you know, it's just kind of boring, and that's just my opinion, though. Overall, I'm just not a big fan of the worlds. I feel like they should be expanded on. However, there is one level from this game that I can applaud, which is the Mario Kart based level, but other than that, there's really no interesting worlds. It just feels pretty boring in my opinion. Next up, boring storyline. Like, this game is pretty boring. There's no reason why Bowser really, like, they don't go in depth with the story pretty much. All of a sudden, we just see Mario and Luigi fixing a pipe, and all of a sudden these fairies come out. Bowser all of a sudden appears, kidnaps the fairies, and all of a sudden it's a big adventure to save the fairies. First of all, why does Bowser want to kidnap these fairies, or whatever they're called? I haven't played 3D World in a while. Sprixie Princesses, that's what they're called. Mario, I don't know why they want to save the Sprixie Princesses. Like, they don't go in depth why they're important. You just have to save them for some odd reason. We don't really understand. I don't understand the storyline. All of a sudden, Bowser appears, he kidnaps the Sprixie Princess, and all of a sudden we're set on this huge adventure, and it's just, oh my god, man, I don't understand the storyline. It's hard to get behind. I just don't understand it. It feels like, and I feel like the Sprixie princesses were a replacement for Princess Peach now that she's playable, so they have to have someone that the plumbers will save, so they just make some generic Sprixie princesses and call it a day. And personally, I feel like that's pretty boring. I feel like they should go into detail why Bowser or Mario wants to save these princesses. They don't go in depth. They're just there, and I don't understand it. So boring and just confusing storyline. My fifth and final reason, I've already stated about this before, but I'm going to state it again. It feels like a freaking new Super Mario Bros. Game. Now, I have nothing against new Super Mario Bros. In fact, I actually defended this game in a video last year, but New Super Mario Brothers, that should be its own thing, and it shouldn't come toward the 3D games. It shouldn't have to have an effect on the 3D games. The 3D game should do its own thing by having these wide open areas that we can explore and see all these interesting stuff. But since the new Super Mario Brothers have kind of went over to Super Mario 3D World and even 3D Land, it makes no sense, considering that it's supposed to be a 3D game, but since it's technically not 3D, you're basically defeating the whole purpose of a 3D game by making it feel linear, and it doesn't feel right. I've already talked about this before, but yeah, I feel like it plays a lot like a new Super Mario Bros. Game. Now, there are some redeeming factors. I have 3 redeeming factors that I do like about this game, but not much that is gonna make me come back and play it. It's not really, they're just stuff that's like, they were cool, but there's a lot of things in this game I just do not like. Redeeming factors. 1, I think the music is actually pretty catchy. Like, I like the song where it's like, like, it's something like that. Like, I think 3D World has some really great music, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to save it from me playing it again. Overall, I mostly don't like it than like it. I think it has a cool character selection. Like, I think this has been the most playable characters in a 3D Mario game. Like, you have Mario, Luigi, Blue Toad, Peach, Rosalina, and even Captain Toad with the Captain Toad levels. Overall, this game has a pretty expansive character selection, and I do applaud it for that. You know, there's not a whole lot of Mario games, like big mainline Mario games, where you can play as frickin' Rosalina, and that's something I like. And next up, I also think the power-ups are pretty cool. I thought the cat power-up was pretty cool too. And, you know, overall, this game did have some pretty cool power-ups that, you know, we're enjoying to, you know, test out. But other than that, that's really all I can say for the redeeming factors. If I were to rate this game, I'd probably say a 3 out of 10, honestly. I did not like this game. And to be honest, I'm surprised a lot of people don't hate this game as much as they do with, say, something like Paper Mario Sticker Star. Because people dislike Paper Mario Sticker Star for not feeling like the other Paper Mario games, but this is what I feel like. Like, I feel like this is like the Paper Mario Sticker Star of the 3D Mario games. Like, you know, there's just a whole lot of there's a lot of things from the other 3D Mario games that aren't in this game, and it just does not feel like a 3D Mario game. However, I want to say, if you guys love this game, it's totally fine. You are allowed to like this game, but I am acknowledging that it's an unpopular opinion and you do not have to agree with me. This is just my opinion, and you do not have to take this too seriously. In fact, if you like this game, I'm happy for you. You know, I'm happy that you're able to find a game that interests you that does not interest me. I like that, and, you know, I like how we're different. I hope that you guys like this game, because I don't, like, it's kind of weird how if all of us were the same. I'm glad that we can have different people in this world that like different things. So if you do like this game, good for you. I'm happy. But I just didn't, but personally for me, I didn't. So just keep that in mind. My opinion, do not get upset by it. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys like this game, or are you guys like me, where you guys just have a lot of problems with this game and you just do not like it? Let me know in the comments down below, and I would love to hear it. Anyways, this has been Enigma, and peace. See you next time.